There are few things more frustrating than being under a time crunch to finish a job and the pump sleeve you just received from your supplier is too tight to slide onto your drum. In the second video of our 5-part series on pump sleeves, we will be looking at 2 different ways to measure the proper fitting sleeves for your inflatable sanding drum. Being that the drum expands and contracts, the tolerances are not quite as tight as some other types of sanding belts. However, it is still important to obtain the correct measurements to keep your tool performing at peak efficiency. The first thing you will need to know is that the pump sleeve size is determined by width times length measurements. By far the most accurate way to get the correct measurements for a pump sleeve is what we call the flat belt measurement. This measuring technique requires the use of an old sleeve that has been worn out and removed from the drum. Start by locating the joint on the pump sleeve. Beginning just past the joint, take a pair of scissors and cut the sleeve as close to 90 degrees from the edge as possible. Once your cut is made, lay the sleeve on a flat surface, like a tabletop. Take a tape measure and measure from one end of the sleeve to the other. This will give you the length. The width is obtained by measuring from one side of the pump sleeve to the other. One quick side note, it is a common thing to hear that you can fold an uncut sleeve in half, measure it, and then double the measurement to obtain the length. Although this technique is used quite often, it will not yield an accurate result. If a used pump sleeve is not available to cut and measure, another technique that can be used to get the correct measurements is measure the inflatable drum. Keep in mind, pump sleeves are measured width times length. So to get the correct width, simply measure the drum from end to end. This will give you the width of the abrasive sleeve. To get the length measurement, take a flexible measuring device, like a cloth tape measure, and wrap it tightly around the end of the drum. This is where the metal cap is located that makes up the end of the drum body. This will also be the largest diameter that the pump sleeve has to slide over on the deflated drum. This will give you the length measurement. A couple of things to remember when using this technique. If your inflatable drum uses a canvas or cotton covering or sleeve between the drum and the abrasive sleeve, make sure it is in place before you measure your pump sleeve. Do not measure the drum in the middle. As the middle of the pump drum is the part that contracts as it is deflated, you will not get an accurate measurement here. In part 3 of our pump sleeve video series, we'll be showing you some preventative maintenance steps you can take to ensure that your sander operates as it should. We will also look at what is contained in the repair kit that is available to help you keep your inflatable pump drum in perfect operating condition.